Hey, what's up everyone? It's Clues Panda here. Back again, finally, after a long time of doing nothing. Here to play the Stanley Parable. Heard this game is kinda weird, Portal kinda mind-effing stuff, so it should be an interesting let's play. So let's get started now. Never the end is never the end is never the end. Oh boy. I guess it's a game that never ends.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley!
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Well, at least you gotta get a job that you
one day,
like.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting,
Oh no.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Huh. Why am I alone? This is kind of creepy. Can I open this door? No. Can I jump?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of
meeting
his
room?
co-workers.
Where did everyone go? Hello? Jeez. How do they keep track of the coffee mugs if everyone has the exact same coffee mug? I mean, you'd just be drinking out of other people's coffee, and that's just disgusting. You know, like germs.
When
Maybe they all
Stanley
got
came
sick.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw you, I'm entering the door on my right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Damn it.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, yeah. You know, wait. Why do I not trust this ominous voice? Hello?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
See, what the crap? They all have the same mug. Oh, except that guy. This is different. This is a nice room, though. Beautiful.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't... No. I am my own man.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. Do not jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yay.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Ooh, my life?
She's been waiting.
I'm gonna find her. Ah! Oh, what the frick?
That's her, Stanley.
Who?
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, Then
I
pick
got
up the
this.
phone.
I got this. How do I pick up the phone? I did it. Hello? 427. This is my office.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, what the frick? Ah!
Gotcha.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh my
come
gosh.
Did you
I'm
actually think you had a
scary.
loving wife?
Oh.
They'd want to commit their life to you.
I thought I'd...
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me
Oh
show
my
you what's
gosh,
really
that scared
going
the
on here.
crap out of me. I didn't know that...
This is a very sad
Oh
story
my
about the
gosh.
death of a man named Stanley.
What? Okay. Wait, 0. 0?
Stanley is quite
There
a
we go.
boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him,
Ugh.
and every button that he pushes
Stupid
is a
mannequin.
reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh god, where do I go? Fine, I'll follow
Look
your
at him there,
directions.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
What?
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might
This guy
even
kinda
feel
sounds like
sorry for
the
him,
guy from Little
except
Big
that
Planet.
he's chosen this life.
I don't know. If you... The opening of Little Big
But in
Planet
his mind,
guy sounds exactly
in
the
his
same.
mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk,
I'm gonna go
Stanley
insane.
dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned
Stupid
to work
wife.
was a reminder that none of
My
it
life
would
sucks.
ever happen to him.
Fine.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished.
Oh my god, what's
off the
real?
face of the earth. The thought
Nothing is real.
excited him terribly.
Yeah, the boys. This is a horrible reality of nothingness. Wait. Oh?
So
there we
he
go.
went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Huh. That's interesting
As he
perspective.
wandered
Oh
through
no.
This fantasy world.
Uh-oh.
He began to fill
Didn't
it with
realize
many
things were
possible
changing.
paths and destinations.
Where'd
Down
my
one
fridge
path
go?
lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Mind
And
controls?
down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby.
Game with a
and he
baby?
called it the Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable. Tell my
It was
kids a
such a
story.
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again,
that
and again,
clock changing?
over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah, mannequin wife, I love you.
But
Ah,
there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
mannequin wife.
In
No.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the
thought what
same
we had was
buttons he
special.
always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets.
What the heck?
more he forgets which life is the real one.
Uh-oh. What is...
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
What?
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
Who is he talking to?
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
You got it. I will not push the button. I think I've learned to listen to the ominous voice in my head because some type of mind control jizniz going on here. I don't know. It's like what Atlas is telling me to do in BioShock. I don't trust him. He's evil. Oh. I'm gonna push it.
You see?
Yep.
Can he just not hear me?
No.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Why am I...
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing.
Suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply
me
play
outta
to my
here.
intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so
Gotta
different,
get
I
out of
suppose.
here.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
Who are you, ominous
I'm
voice?
compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Let me out.
Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the crap is happening? Oh. Did I die? What? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
That's...
What could it mean?
I guess I have
Stanley
to listen to
decided
him.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
I-
he had simply missed a
I
memo.
don't know.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I guess the ominous voice is right. Access. I can't zoom in, can I? No. Wait, do these screens change from last time? I don't know. It's pretty trippy. Let's check the clock. Time's changed. What about that one? Is that one this? These are the same. I don't know what was with my apartment room thing that...
When Stanley
happened.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Just gonna listen this time, I think. Probably work out better.
Yet there was not a single
Just for
person there
not getting
either.
fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Profits, profits, profits. That's what most retail businesses teach you. Using slides to assure employees everything is okay. Kinda like this. It's got some Portal humor in it, it seems like. That's what you want to hear. The Dust Sport portion in the primary review schedule. Must be at like some kind of ad agency. Oh dang, I missed that. Oh my gosh. So this is exactly like a real meeting room. Slides, and more PowerPoint. Okay, enough of this. Broom closet. Can I go in there? I want to go in there. Whoa. What? Brooms.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
Oh.
but there was nothing here,
Oh.
so he turned around and got back on track.
You got it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go up. Up and away. Ooh, fancy office. How did you get such a nice office? I don't know. Probably gonna run into creepy freaking mannequin wife if I go through the wrong door again. Oh my gosh, that's scared. So scary.
Stepping
Oh.
into his manager's office, Stanley
Jeez.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
This
life.
looks like
Shocked, unraveled,
Burns'
Stanley wondered in disbelief
office
who
from The
orchestrated
Simpsons.
this. What
I don't
dark
know,
secret
kinda.
was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet
Boom.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
Woo!
keypad, Stanley
Random
happened to
buttons.
input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yay.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wait, newly opened passageway. Where's that? Oh, hey, wow. That is... How do you hide that? That is amazing. Wow, I want to get me an office like that. Ominous voice. I guess I'll go down. Oh, jeez. Where am I going? Am I going in the Aperture facility? We can only hope. Man, this game is kind of messing with me right now.
Descending
Scared.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
So,
why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Dang. Well, let's see where this goes. This is interesting. I want to see what happens from here. I push.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Have I
Did
been
he have the
controlling
strength
people's
to
minds?
find out?
Is it a commentary about the media? Who knows? The TVs are controlling our minds, man. Oh my gosh, I work for the NSA. I knew it.
Now the
Whoa.
monsters jumped to life.
Oh,
Their true nature revealed.
Wait, where's me? Hey, that's me.
Bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh, that's my desk.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Oh, what happened
And
to that
Stanley,
guy?
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Whoa. That's depressing. Open. Oh, you can't jump. Hey, I got an achievement. Oh, hey, this one. Must be the new one. Well, at least I got an achievement out of it. That way.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Whoa, okay. Let's go this way.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Pirate?
it. His own life
Employee
in
pirate.
someone else's control.
Find him.
Never. It was unthinkable.
But
wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Whoa. But aren't I under your mind control right
Here
now?
was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Mind blown.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Devious. What? Waiting input. Whoa. So many choices. Mind control's wrong, right, guys? Oh, jeez. Maybe was I the wrong one? What is happening? Did I beat the game?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Whoa.
He had won. He had defeated the machine.
I won.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
But
Freedom was mere moments away.
can't be over.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Huh.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking,
What the heck?
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go. what to do or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Alright, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and tune in for part 2 where we make some other choices. Alright, see you later, guys.